past couple of years, there is a word that has crept into the social vernacular.
Indubitably.
And every time I see it used, and I see it used a lot, I wince.
Oh.
Popularized by social media celebrity Gary Vaynerchuk in his book Crush It in 2013, the word hustle has spread like wildfire through the social web.
Hustle is putting it all on the line.
Mostly carried by those who define themselves as digital influencers.
Only we can understand what it's like to be super good looking.
In Gary V's defense, he uses the term hustle to encourage hard work and persistence. But when I see it being used the way it's being used ubiquitously today, it's become more synonymous with its nefarious origins. Today, I want to propose that we stop using the word hustle, talk about why I think it's such an antisocial word, and offer up some more social alternatives. My name is Tara, and this is Truly Social.
Hustle would be putting all your effort into achieving the goal at hand.
So Tara, what exactly do you have against the term hustle? Well Tara, I'm glad you asked. Just so you know, the definitions of the verb hustle include: number 1, to obtain by forceful action or persuasion; number 2, to force someone to move hurriedly or unceremoniously in a specified direction; number 3, to engage in prostitution; number 4, to obtain by illicit action, swindle, cheat; and number 5, to coerce or pressure someone into doing something or choosing something. When I hear the word hustle, the image of a door-to-door snake oil salesman or a steroid-laden musclehead comes to mind.
And we are here to pop you off.
Of course, when hustle was first used, none of these definitions were intended. The much more positive definition, busy movement and activity, was what was being encouraged. You see, Gary Vee learned very early on that there is a world of people who want fame, fortune, and success without putting in time and effort.
I think that people like to claim that they work hard and smart, but they're not putting in the work.
So Gary's advice? Work hard, or hustle. But hustling is no longer about hard work. It's creeped back into the persuasion, coercion, swindling arena again. It's about gaining the most likes, follows, shares, subscribes at any means possible.
Get out the way.
Hustling is using Fiverr to buy views. Hustling is being part of Team Follow Back. Hustling is a myopic focus on how much you can gain from gaming the system.
That's what I want. And it is your responsibility now to see that I get what I want.
In other words, it's the opposite of social. As you may recall from a previous video, I defined being social, truly social, as engaging in two-way interactions with the intention of creating or building relationships with the desire to add or give value to the network rather than take it. Hustle bros, as I lovingly call them, are all about one-way actions. They want to amass more and more followers, but don't spend much time engaging with others unless it's about them, of course.
You talking to me?
Are mostly interested in building relationships with other hustle bros, usually the king hustle bros.
I'm your #1 fan.
And 3 are only interested in what they can get out of the network. That is popularity, notoriety, validation, even money.
Show me the money.
And I wouldn't have said anything at all, but I'm starting to see really good, nice, awesome people who are good social denizens starting to adopt not only the language, but a bit of the behavior. Hell, I myself have been sucked into the very enticing world of the hustle bro.
Resistance is futile.
Every extra like and follower is a shot of confidence, right? And yes, the hustle can give you some really awesome short-term gains that feel like progress, but it's not real and it's not sustainable. Gary Vee himself knows the secret to long-term success is through relationships as well as hard work.
You know what I hustle about? I hustle about meeting every single person on earth. Do you know why? Because I care about people more than I care about myself.
So here's the alternative. If you want to be successful, if you're tired of being ignored or dismissed or just getting by, you need to
Just tell me the truth!
work hard, prove yourself, offer something unique, offer something valuable, give a damn, be persistent, don't give up after a few months, hell, don't give up after a few years. Figure out what you have to offer and offer it. And for goodness sake, stop hustling, start doing.
Just do it! Make your dreams come true!
My name is Tara, and this has been Truly Social.